Hello, I'm Wilson Bateman, and welcome to Safety Alert for Supervisors, the #1 source of actionable information to help supervisors keep their people safe. In this edition, you'll get the headlines, you make the call, quick ideas, safety news, legal developments, and horror stories. And of course, we always finish off at the very end with a toolbox talk. So we'll go through the toolbox talk a little bit about tailgate, and that'll be this edition of Safety Alert for Supervisors. In the headlines, we have two stories once again. Unauthorized modification of machine proves deadly. So in this case, a man operating a device was killed when it overturned and crushed him. So it has to do with unauthorized modification of equipment, which sometimes takes place. Contractors hurt because they didn't know power lines were still energized. So contractors in this case, and the company argues that the danger from the overhead line was open and obvious. So those are the headlines. In You Make the Call, no respirators for those exposed to dust hazard. And in this case, we've got contaminated dust. We've got the regulator involved. You understand what the rules are, but you get to make the call in this case. So no respirators for those exposed to dust hazard. Also in this edition, under quick ideas, we have 3 quick ideas. Use the wrist twist to alleviate elbow pain. The wrist twist to alleviate elbow pain, that's #1. And clean floors can help to prevent dust mishaps. So we already talked about dust, we're bringing it back again. Hand-arm vibration injuries are often not reported. So there's a discussion here of hand-arm vibration injuries and what we need to do to address those. In safety news for supervisors, two items. A study, workers more likely to get hurt just before meal breaks. So again, this time of year, one of the things you want to take into consideration, some of the organizations I've worked with in the past called it the summer bubble. The summer bubble. In other words, incident rates go up over the summertime for a whole variety of reasons. So in this particular case, injuries before meal breaks. Safety gear sat unused in a work truck as a man tumbled to death. So again, the safety equipment not being utilized under safety news for supervisors. In mistakes that hurt, we got crew member falls, head strikes beam, and in this particular case, we've got a fine of $234,000. Well, that's what's proposed by OSHA in this particular case, and again, we're talking about confined spaces. Man crushed after sling is overloaded. So a case, again, where there is a proposed fine, and this is out of the Indiana Department of Labor, of $46,000. Again, that's a proposed fine in mistakes that hurt. If you take a look at legal developments in this issue, a man suffers a laceration injury while moving unstable load. So we talk about safety insights here, what happens, the legal challenge, and the citation is also identified here at the Court of New York. In horror stories in this edition, he fought to give his best to his family until the end. So again, it summarizes what happened, the incident, the response, and the aftermath in this particular story, a gentleman 42 years of age. So you get to read that horror story as we come to the close of Safety Alert. Now, of course, we finish off. We talked a little bit about summer bubble earlier. You know, the idea over the summertime, sometimes injuries increase both on and off the job. And this particular toolbox talk is about something that sometimes gets overlooked, and that is sun safety. So an opportunity to take a look at this, talks about scheduling a little bit, about clothing, a variety of different issues here around sun safety. So great opportunity for you as a supervisor to share that information with your team. Again, as far as the tailgate talks go, we have emergencies here. And again, just kind of getting us prepared. You know, a lot of cases now we talk about SIF, serious injury and fatality. So this is a good discussion around emergencies in your workplace. So that's this edition of Safety Alert for Supervisors. by all means, visit our website and you can get your free trial. Take a look at it and explain and share these ideas with your employees in the workplace. Remember, be safe out there.